But
I'm
purely due to
acutely
lack of
aware.
evidence
Where
on either side.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of the Shadow Council.
Actually, good point. We can't even confirm or deny whether or not those two Shadow Councils are separate Shadow Councils.
Yeah, that's a good
There is
point.
no. You're thinking of the War Council, Vide. There is no in-game Shadow Council.
Don, the
Isn't
leader of the Warlocks.
Isn't it Gul'dan and all of his homies?
Yeah,
That's
like
where
literally.
my-
there
You
is
mean
a
like
Shadow Council.
in? You mean like in? Like in the WoW, not us. Not our guild.
Correct.
What?
I don't know what the hell going on
No, this is
anymore.
Patrick.
Is there a Shadow
The answer
the
to
Shadow
that
Council
question
in
is
World of
both.
Warcraft, who are the leaders of the Warlocks, and the Shadow Council in Resonant, who may or may not also be the Shadow Council who lead the Warlocks in World of Warcraft.
We'll have to talk to Gul'dan about it. Chipathy, you are doing
you
the
did.
thing, right?
I have already started recording, so
Oh,
yeah.
goodness
Oh,
gracious.
no.
Well, I'm glad that they got our own notes tirade.
Hot in 4K.
Good. That's good.
I
For
was gonna
posterity.
Chip,
tell
you better
everyone,
leave
and
that
then I
in.
said,
Leave it
you
in.
know what? I'm
Leave it
just
in.
gonna do it. No, I am. Oh, I totally.
Okay.
It was in the middle of all that. It wasn't too long. But it
Well,
got
thanks
enough.
everyone for showing up. And Dawn, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. So I have the stream running if you'd like to see the fancy schmancy slides and the space backgrounds. And we will get started. So thank you everyone for joining us for our Resonant Community and Guild Town Hall meeting for May and going into 10.1. What is it? 10.2? What is the
10.1, I think.
numbers?
10.1.
Numbers. 10.1.
Season
Numbers
2.
that make sense. On the agenda for tonight, just a couple things we're going to go over, and then we can do some social hangs and fun times. Also, if you're wondering about our name, Resonant, and where that comes from, we do have our little stuff down here about it if you want to read. But yeah, we'll go over some of our appreciation and kudos as always. Go over orientations, and then got some updates on community events, tabletop stuff, plans for next year for Raid and Diablo 4 and stuff. So a lot of cool stuff on the docket today. So first of all, of course, we want to take a moment to mention members going above and beyond. First of all, we want to thank all of our server boosters. Really appreciate that. Literally help us keep the name Resonant in our Discord link, so it's way easier to invite people, as well as the other level 3 perks. So if you are one of those people that did server boost, please go ahead and see Vide after. We've got something special for y'all. Also, as always, we want to say we really appreciate everyone who donates or helps out in game or order out of it, especially for consumables, raid supplies, repairs. So thank you for doing all those things, donating to the guild bank. And remember that every week you take part in a Resonant Death Roll, you also help us out by giving a portion of those winnings to the guild bank every time. So I really appreciate everyone doing that. Now we'll open up the floor here for just a few moments. If anyone wants to give specific appreciation or kudos, you can go ahead and shout them out now on the VOD.
Dawn gives banger orientations.
Aww,
Can confirm.
thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna give a kudos to Moku, whose birthday is today.
Yes, happy birthday, Moku!
Happy birthday,
birthday!
Moku.
That's why he's not
Happy
able to be
birthday.
here. He is out celebrating.
Happy birthday, Mo.
Thank you, Mo, for all you do. If you ever watch the
Yes.
I'll also give Mo a quick shout out because I can't remember if this happened before the last guild meeting or after. But shout out to Moku for being a reference on a job application to a university as a professor for me.
Oh yeah, awesome.
An actual good stand-up human.
Yeah.
So it's bummed he can't be here today, but hopefully he'll see all these nice love moments.
Much love,
Definitely
Moku.
feel free to put some Mo appreciation in the Ducks channel for
Yeah.
him. I'm sure he'd love that. But yeah, if you are here currently today at this community meeting and you're a server booster, come find me later. Got a surprise.
Ooh.
Non-council members.
Oh well. Run.
Wow!
Hey, I put it in the council chat. You knew the rules.
I'd like to say thanks to all the people who are memers and dreamers out there in the text chats and stuff that keep me entertained while I'm at work.
We're doing our part.
Yay.
Starship Troopers meme.
Nobody send this to Slynn's employer. He's definitely not looking at memes while working.
I wish I had time to screw around at work.
During my break.
Yes, the breaks. Yes, of course, the appropriate time.
My boss is a grumpy old man who doesn't like phones. So.
Oh.
Is it me?
Am
I?
Hello?
That'd be quite a shock.
Supplies.
My boss is almost never there. It's perfect.
Hell yeah.
We love
Love that
that.
for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, before we continue, does anybody else have any appreciation or kudos they want to give out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Lycan for all his recruiting. I see him like in trade chat constantly shouting out Resonant and trying to bring new people into the guild. And like every time I just kind of smile when I see his little messages pop up. And he does it in weird zones too, which I appreciate because it's how he got me in like Zareth Mortis back in Shadowlands. So yeah,
Love
just
that.
shout out to Lycan. I
You're
appreciate
just
him.
running through the barrens.
Yeah, I think,
Yes.
unfortunately, so yeah, Lycan is not here at the moment because unfortunately his work told him very last minute that he would be working later tonight than he thought. So he's going to have to join us later when he is able, but we will make sure that he gets that if he does not see this already because yeah, definitely appreciate all the recruitment like that he's doing for sure.
I'm sure he'll watch the VOD. I see you,
Yeah,
Lycan.
yeah.
He's being perceived at this current moment.
Mm-hmm. He thought he
Wherever
was
he is.
chill,
Yeah.
just like hanging back, watching the VOD, not gonna get a call out. Surprise!
Yeah, we
I see you.
in Baron's chat.
In that same note, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who has taken time to do things in the Resonant spirit, whether that's offering to help your guildies gear up their alts or their new tune, people who are still pushing keys this late in the season to try and make sure everyone's got their KSM, or, you know, I saw people today getting in there trying to do the MDI, the break the meta achievement for the toy. So like really love seeing everyone getting engaged in different ways and supporting each other. So you know who you are. Keep being great.
I have a shout out for guild leadership. Thank you for making just like a fun and inclusive space for us to hang out. Really appreciate it.
It is our pleasure.
Honestly, we do this because we wanted that space for ourselves at one point too, and
Yeah.
weren't able to find that. And it means a lot to hear feedback like that because that's why we take our time to keep doing these things. So, you know, if there's anything that we can do differently, we'll get to that later in the feedback and things like that. But, you know, we're here for y'all.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you everyone. If anyone has any other last minute ones, we can get them in real quick. Otherwise, we do have a channel. The channel's open still, right? Or do we
The channel is still
Okay.
open. I actually hadn't taken it down because for a while there
Yeah.
was a lot of necessary kudos. And I don't know, it just didn't seem like the time to ever take it down.
Yeah,
So-
I don't see why there's ever a reason to take it down. Might as well.
Yeah, I kind of like big kudos.
Yeah, just
It's,
leave
you
it
know,
up.
Me too. We
Any
used
moment.
to take it down between guild meetings and only put it up like immediately a few days before so people could get their kudos in easier. But I've always just kind of liked having it up. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
like it
It's
too.
good vibes. It's big resonant energy.
Yeah, so we'll probably just leave that up. So feel free if you ever have anyone you want to shout out or any things you want to, people give people kudos for, please feel free to use the Big Kudos channel. It's hashtag Big Kudos is the Discord code to get it. All right. Not me clicking wildly. All right, so yeah, and speaking of so usually we do these either like every other month for the case of like last month where we didn't have stuff, or if there's a lot going on, we'll do these like every month, our town hall meetings. And before each of them, like 30 minutes before, usually I or one of the other pogs will do an orientation. So we had one just a few minutes ago earlier. So got some people in there. So if you do need to go to an orientation, this is a great time to go to one if you're already gonna go to the town hall meeting. But or if you're having friends that you want to invite to both, it's great that you can just do that right after each other. However, we also do like impromptu ones if somebody can't make like Monday night. So do reach out if you or any of your friends need one of those. All right, I think I'm going to pass it over here to Chip for just a couple minutes, and he's going to talk about WoW event stuff.
Okay, hello, I'm Chip. Rufflecum in game is my main. I do the community events, and right now I'm just focused on doing the death roll, which we do every Monday. Usually we would be doing it at 6 p.m. server or 9 Eastern. And if you want to see how we play, you can go to the community events chat, and I have the rules pinned. Yeah, it's really simple. If anybody is welcome to come. It's a lot of fun. It takes usually 20-30 minutes max, and it's a chance to win a lot of gold. So yeah, and it also 10% of that the pot will go to the guild bank, so it helps out the guild bank. But yeah, so I just want to make sure people are aware of the events tab that's like under the banner. I have the picture right there posted, so check that to see future events that are coming up. I'm trying to keep that updated, at least with like 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Like, so you can always check to see what's happening 2 weeks in the next 2 weeks. And also I keep it up to date on the end game calendar as well, where you can also, if you like really want to go, you can respond to that in the Discord, and in the end game calendar you can like reply and say, hey, I want to go. Now if anybody is really interested in doing old content or TMOG runs or different achievements and stuff like that, I'm not really right now, I don't have the bandwidth to put those together, but if somebody is like really wanting to, message me and I will be down to work with you to organize it and to do that. Right now I've just like kind of run out of like ideas, and I'm really liking the death roll, and so that's right now what I'm just focused on. But again, I'm open to working with people if somebody really wants to do something and help setting stuff up and get anything done, because at some point I would like to go back and get some mounts that I don't have, get some achievements. I think a lot of people want to do that, so at some point we might get back into that. But again, if somebody's really want to do it, just hit me up. You can post in the community events chat, you can tag me there, or you can DM me in game, Discord. Yeah, so that's that. And then next slide, por favor. There. Okay, so one thing with the death roll, I've been keeping extensive. I have a spreadsheet of all the different things that is going on, so I'm keeping track just because I like data. So I figured I would give a little quarterly update of everything that's happened so far. So the reigning champ right now is Gante, who's won 4 times. This is all for 2023. I think I'm gonna try to do something special for all of the different things that I'm keeping track of for the people. So like, say the top loser might win something, the top winner might get something extra, or like a title. I don't know what it's gonna be. Don't hold it to me. But and here's some other data. So we have given out almost 2 million gold just this year so far. So it's a lot of gold just going through these things. 361,000 gold is given to the guild bank. Another random thing that happened is the largest jump. So basically it's like we roll, and the person in front of you, you roll 1 out of that number. So the biggest number jump to death was Demonatrix, rolling from a 122 to a 1. So we're trying to see if we can beat that. And then also our most consecutive rolls, which I still don't know how we did this, which means 8 people in a row rolled the same number. Like I don't remember.
Did you remember what number it was?
No, it probably
was
was a
two.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
a 2.
two. It was the
Oh,
number
right,
two.
which means
Yeah.
that on a coin flip, we had a coin flip resulted in the same thing 8 times in a row.
Yeah,
That's
that was pretty
incredible.
crazy. So,
Statistics, man.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
and then I'm also keeping attendance for another thing. So best attendance so far is Demonatrix, showing up 13 out of the 15 times we've done it this year so far. And then following that is Gaunt and Vexic are both tied with 12 out of 15. So there's still chance to there's plenty of opportunities till the end of the year. By the end of the year is when we'll do like a little superlative thing or something. And then Vexic and Demonatrix are tied with dying first the most times. They both died first twice. So yeah, those are the statistics right now that we have.
Demo's killing the statistics.
Yeah,
right?
right?
Now.
She's all over it.
She's all up in there.
But it's a lot of fun, so I really encourage everybody to show up. More people, the higher the pot is. It's only a minimum of 1K gold. But usually, as more the better because it makes it more fun, higher stakes. Yeah, it's really simple. If you don't know how to do it, you can just show up and we'll talk you through it because it's very simple. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. Again, Mondays, 6 p.m. server, 9 p.m. Eastern. Just check the community events channel.
As a quick side note, that 8 consecutive coin flips, that's a 1 in 256 chance.
So it's not
Thought it would have been
that
higher.
insane. I know, me too.
It's not. It would be higher because you'd have to. Well, never mind. We'll talk about math later. I remember that night we actually sat down and there was a lot of us there. And we debated the math at length for a while.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ship. Was there anything else?
I think that's it. Yeah, just keep checking the calendars and stuff. And hit me up if you want to do something else. They want some more events.
Awesome. As far as outside of game, like community events and stuff, we got a couple tabletop stuff going on. In addition, usually we have one shots that go on every once in a while. I want to do some more of those. I recently did a Vast Grim one, and then I also did there was a D&D one we did that everyone had fun. That was a good one. So I definitely want to do more one shots as well. Sorry.
No.
Don't accidentally hit your scroll wheel. Don't accidentally hit your scroll wheel. It fucks everything up. Anyway, so one of the things I wanted to do is Avatar Legends. If you haven't heard of it, is a tabletop role playing game set in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. There's 5 eras that you can set your game in, and it looks really cool, and I want to play it. So I want to run it. So I'm going to run a sort of like a living world type game. So basically, I'm just going to gather a group of folks together. We're all going to make characters using the system, and we'll play a short game in Kyoshi's era, and then I'll do one in Roku's era. If people liked it, they can join. If people didn't get the chance to get in this one, they can get in this one. And then if this continues going well and people want more, I will run a game for all 5 of the eras and for multiple different groups. So just like in the show, there's different people in each week that are the focus of the episode, right? So if you can't make one game, but you want if you can't make every game, but you want to join, you don't have to be at every game, basically. So it'll be very good to sort of drop in, drop out, just like the way that the show kind of works. So if you were interested in playing in that, feel free to DM me. I'm gonna put some stuff together and ping people or ping the community events chat when I have a thing fully set up, and then basically you'll opt into a role, and then I'll have some channels and a category for this, and then we'll use that to organize games. So do reach out if that's something that you would be interested in. In addition, we've got some a cool somewhat secret to be announced playtest thing, right, Vide? Do you want to mention this real quick?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a playtest group for a new book that's coming out, and I just need a few folks to run through some scenarios with and get some feedback on that. In addition to that, it is all going to be run through Alchemy. So if you're not familiar with that, we could talk about it a little bit later. But yeah, it's really exciting. It's a super fun setting. We had run a one shot in that universe before, and it was a blast. So I can't give too much info, but excited to get some folks to try that out with me if you're free. Yeah, finger guns.
Hell yeah, awesome. Yeah, so got those going on as well as like random one shots that we'll announce, as they happen. So do reach out if you're interested in either of those things and keep a lookout. We do have a D&D roll and stuff. So if you do not have that already, you can use the roll channel or reach out and we'll make sure you have it. So awesome. Next up, Morio, do you want to take over to mention some stuff about Raid real quick?
Yep. So I'm Morio. I'm the lead tactician. For our roster right now, we have 2 main tanks, 2 off tanks, 5 healers, and 15 DPS. Moving into season 2 with majority of the same people that we had last season. It's great to see a consistent roster season to season, and it's great to have a lot of new members joining in for the raid. We have some expectations. We're kind of trying to crack down a little bit more on this season, trying to make it a lot more smoother. We really want everybody to cap their Mythic plus vault weekly. We really just want you to fill out that whole vault. If you run 0s or 1s, that's fine. As long as you have a higher chance to get tier pieces, it's going to be a lot more helpful and it'll progress us into heroic a lot faster. Knowledge of your specific class priorities are your responsibility. Any specific trinket, crafted gear, onyx amulet, so on and so forth, that is on you to know that. There's plenty of guides out there. The raid leadership, we have a pretty decent depth of knowledge on all the specs in the game. If you need more in-depth specific questions, please take the time to reach out in the Discord. We have class-specific channels. I'm sure a lot of people there would happily help you. If need be, you can watch YouTube, Twitch. There's a lot of pro-level gamers out there. They have a lot of good information. But at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to bring your best that you can with your class. Resonant's all about, improving and learning and helping each other. So don't be afraid to ask anybody. I'm sure somebody will help you. Repairs will, of course, be covered if you have the heroic raider roll by the guild. Food, flask, and chance, that's all on you. If you need gold, there's weekly dragon riding world quests. There's just world quests in general. Old raid instances. I'm sure you could probably find a guide or go gather. I'm sure with the new expansion, we'll be at new gathering elements to make more money. Feast will always be provided by us, so don't worry about that. Later on, we will have cauldrons, so we will also have some pots for you too. Also, the training dummy is a thing. I know a lot of people don't like spending at least an hour smacking a dummy because you're not experiencing actual mechanics or anything, but it's a solid foundation to just learn your rotation. That way you can be more aware of what's going on when we're fighting stuff without having to stare at your ability bar and potentially being hit or killed by an ability. Next slide, please. For progression, we will be full clearing normal until 75% of the roster has a 4-set. There's new tokens on the final boss that will allow any gear type to be received as a piece of tier. Creation Callus will release 5 weeks this tier, but by 5 weeks, we're hoping that we have 4 sets for majority of our players. On 75% of the roster has 4 set, we will drop all normal and head right into our heroic progression. We're expecting around 3 to 4 weeks to probably be stuck to normal. We have a few more bosses, longer raid this time than last year. If we happen to full clear normal, we will spend that time in the mythic if we have at least an hour of time left. Moku, of course, wants the goal of top 100. It's a really cool thing to achieve for the server. And we'll just be trying to, instead of full clearing like we did last tier, we're only going to be clearing stuff that people need tier for specifically, or DPS and trinkets for healers. Loot distribution priority. So individual spec performance, then raid attendance, then raid needs. So for the individual spec performance, just because one class or spec is outperforming others, if you're still pulling less than 25% parses, the gear will probably go to a different player that may do less damage, but they'll have a 75% or higher spec performance overall. We're really trying to just balance everything out a little bit more. Again, practice your rotation. For handling loot, Moku, me, and some of the council members, we will discuss why a said person is going to probably be getting a gear. Again, loot's temporary. Half of the time when we get out of the tier, we'll replace it with Mythic Plus gear, so it's not going to really matter at the end. It's pixels at the end of the day, and we're just trying to have fun. And I believe that would be it for me.
Awesome. Vide, do you want to go over some of our Discord updates and stuff?
Yes, I would love to, Dawn. Thank you. And Morio, thank you as well for stepping up. Always really appreciate what you bring to the table and
No
your
problem.
hard work behind the scenes.
Thank you.
And
Thank
your
you.
calm voice during prog.
Yes.
Super helpful. I still don't think that Mo knows the path on Dathia.
He doesn't.
Or
He doesn't
Brookkeeper,
even
for
know.
that matter. What are
He doesn't
eggs?
even know how
His birthday.
the
No,
end
we
of
love him.
Razagath fight. He has no idea what to do in that part either.
That's okay. Just something fulminating charge. It'll be fine.
Yes.
Now, that being said, you did mention something that I might not have gotten a chance to loop you in on, because we only talked about it briefly at our last council meeting, which was me and Chip. But there's been a ton of updates to the Discord, and with that, one of the channels sections that has been archived was actually our class channels. The majority of them were really inactive, some of them not being shown any love in like upwards of a year and a half, 2 years. So we're just trying to condense the Discord and make things as streamlined as possible. We've gotten feedback that there's just a lot of channels so we got rid of those for some bloat. However, if you all miss them, love them, want them back, be sure to drop suggestions and feedback. I'm up for whatever. Like I said earlier, we want to make the space what you guys need it to be. And if that's something that everyone misses and wants back, we might even consider moving that to be a forum rather than being a channel. So maybe we just have the class or role forums. So you could have your heal forum, your DPS forum, tank forum, and then, just one for general class, and people could make threads as needed. To try and keep things a little less cluttery. So there's been a lot of changes with the Discord. Discord themselves have done a lot of integration that took the place of things that we had been using bots for the past few years. So I'm in the process of doing a much needed overhaul. The trouble with that is we have upwards of 50 some odd roles in the server because there's a lot of different things that we don't want people to get pinged about unnecessarily or XYZ. So with that, there's a lot of perms changes and a lot of stuff on the back end that I've been working on. So if you notice that there's channels missing for you, that might be a perms issue, either on your side or on the channel side. So please, if you noticed, hey, I don't have access to this channel anymore, does it still exist? Feel free to just DM me anytime and I can check your roles, no worries. It's also one of those things where I can view the channels and view the server as a certain role. So I did go through and do that to see like, okay, what are our villagers seeing? What are our WoW friends seeing? And did kind of go through some of that. That being said, now is a better time than any to hit up select your roles channel. Be sure that you have the roles for the things that you're interested in. There's going to be some new roles in there shortly. So, just keep your eyes pinned on that channel from time to time. It's never a bad idea to check it out and make sure things are up to date. We do also have the mod mail bot. So just as a reminder, for any urgent matters, whether it's moderation related, council communication related, the mob mail bot will get you to all of us ASAP. So whoever is available can respond to you at the tip of a hat. If it's something specific for one channel, let's say it's POG related, please reach out to Dawn or a POG member. If it's something about raid, if you reach out to any other council member than raid leadership, either to anyone other than Mo or Morio, we're gonna direct you to them because that's their area, and I can't tell you, yes, you're gonna get that trinket today. That's not my job. I just show up. I'm just the mom when it comes to raid. So just try to keep those messages, to the right area for that. But for anything general, definitely just any of the council members are here to help. I know that we do have the raid attendance channel. So if you ever are going to be out, this is something that a lot of times council members, we don't mind getting a message to Mo, but that channel is the easiest way to keep in touch. If you're gonna not be able to make it, definitely hit that channel up. So a lot of updates in the Discord, a lot of changes going around. Just if you see anything that you want that we don't have, speak up. Say more, not say less. Say more.
And remember, we have if you're scared to say something for whatever reason, which you shouldn't be, but if you are, there's a anonymous feedback form you can fill out as well. I forget where is that again? Currently,
it's located in the Resident Explain channel. However, that's going to be moving around. So when that gets updated, I'll.
What's the form called again? I can't look because I'm recording.
Well, there's a couple different things that we've got here, right? We have the suggestions and feedback channel where people can voice their general concerns. But in the Resident Explain channel, it is linked as the Resident Community Feedback form.
There we go.
That's anonymous. So if anyone, not necessarily even if you're scared, like even if you just, are someone who just prefers not to do that with your name, that's cool. We don't care.
Exactly.
We'd rather hear.
I just feel like it's so important too, because it's a big part of the community. Like if there is something, especially if a lot of people are frustrated about something and nobody's speaking up, we can't do anything. We can't help. It's frustrating if people don't speak up and say, hey, this one thing is bothering me, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to cause a ruckus or I don't want to seem annoying. All you have to do is go to that anonymous.
Cause a ruckus. Let us know.
Yeah, please.
We'll
we want
we want to change
to help.
Then,
Yeah.
That being said, really appreciate any of the suggestions that we've gotten. I know Mo's not here to say it, but if he were, he would say, he and Morio have taken a lot of thought into all the feedback they've been given by our core raiders and by people who have, come and gone. And it means a lot that people care enough to speak up and to let us know what you want to see from us, because that helps us to improve as people running the show here. So thanks. We got one more slide here that I can't remember. This one, next one was kind of sort of me. So Diablo 4 is coming out. We know a lot of y'all are going to be super excited about it. So we have a Diablo role. That's one of those roles you might want to check up in Select Your Roles. We're going to have some. We already have a Diablo channel. We already made that.
Yeah.
We are kind of looking at y'all on what you want us to provide for you when that launches. Do you all want to do some type of event where we're all on together? What do you guys want for that? We know that a lot of people are going to be splitting their time up between WoW and Diablo, so we want to make sure you still feel like you can do that here. And we really do welcome that. A lot of us, have lived that butcher life. And I personally can never play in hardcore mode again. But I welcome everyone who's gonna have a good time with that. So we do have our join to create bot in the Discord still. So if you want to hang out and only geek out about Diablo, you could make yourself a temporary little Diablo channel for voice chat so that people could still talk about whatever theory crafting's going on in WoW, or just hang in the vibe room. But let us know what you all want to see for that, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to do something. I'm definitely going to be playing some, and I think a lot of people will have some
Yeah, me
guild
and Moku
event.
will be.
I think a guild event would be pretty cool. Maybe we
100%.
can figure something out.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. We know, just as much as we have launch day shenanigans here for each WoW patch, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Can I roleplay as Deckard Cain for this event?
Please do. You're
He
more than
did.
welcome.
Diablo was the first of the primeval.
I love that.
Matt, I for one can't wait to stay a while and listen.
I'm gonna have to ask you all to do me a favor and record me your best impressions, and like every single one of you here, and just send them to me for no reason at all. Please.
That's fair.
It will
Yeah,
have
you
nothing
can
to do
send-
with a
can't-
potential community event.
You can send little recorded messages now on DMs. Like
You can. It's
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah.
Just be prepared to hear horrible car singing. You're welcome.
God.
So we're just excited about that and looking forward to a new season in Resonant. And then I think I'm gonna send it back to, I think Dawn had the next slide, yeah?
Yeah, this is just sort of the end of our we're coming to the end of the stuff here, but we do like to mention that we currently have an open call for leadership, so please reach out to council if you're interested at all. We have tacticians, pogs, personal orientation guides, and we're also open to people applying to council. So if you want to step up and do one of those areas or create a new one to be part of, we definitely appreciate that and are open to it. So do check that out if you're interested. And like we've already kind of mentioned, of course we are open for feedback. We really appreciate all of it, and it is all it's all stuff that we use when we make decisions and consider things. So we appreciate that, and please definitely keep that up. You can actually use the form to. I believe it actually has it's optional for you to be anonymous. So if you just want to give private feedback, you can use the form for that as well. And then if you want it to be anonymous, you can. Otherwise, you can sign your name, or I think there's a thing for that. If you want to have like a longer conversation rather than using the channel, or like DM so that it doesn't get lost. So we definitely appreciate all that. Keep it up. We are here for you, and the community is here for you as the collective you, as in all of us. So yeah. And then at the end here, we always like to open it up. If anybody has any other kudos or things that they've thought of, or any questions, comments, concerns that you want to address the room, this is kind of like our open the floor at the end of the town hall meeting part. So I will leave that open if anybody has anything to bring up or mention before we wrap it up.
The market's gonna be hot. Dump your stuff tomorrow. Make your money. Go to town tomorrow and the next Tuesday. Yeah.
Word.
This is not
There's a
financial
lot of
advice.
really good gold making guides out there right now, and I happened upon some of those things just on accident, and I was so excited and then so very sad to see them being posted about. I was like, no, not my strange hustle. But there's a lot of money to be made out there right now in WoW specifically. And it's never been a better time.
I need to do that.
Yeah. Wait, how do we make gold?
Well, if I told you.
You buy a WoW token and you sell it for gold. It's great.
Yeah, have tokens gone up?
That's what
Are
I
they
do.
up?
Tokens
Passive
actually
income.
have gone up. They've gone up
Really?
quite a bit. They're back up to a reasonable level.
They're
They were
230.
Oh, that's way up. Holy.
Yeah,
That's super high. Holy crap. I need to
that's
buy a
like
couple WoW
normal, like regular times instead of down at like 130 in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to.
Hell
In
yeah.
the past
240.
48 hours, the highest has been 244,977, so 245, and the lowest has been 226.
I might have to sell.
We're gonna have to have Scott do an entire WoW economics
Yeah.
slide next time around. We're gonna have the stock market, the
Absolutely
stonks market.
No.
What you can't have that presentation, ready for next month or the month after that?
No, it's because I get it from Wowhead's homepage. I can't.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so we'll find like WoW weather or statistics or something then. But yeah, if anyone has anything that they want to ask, any questions that you have from us on any of the slides, anything that wasn't clear or you have a question about, it's all you.
Can I introduce myself?
Please.
Hi, I am Susie. I am new to the guild and a future raider, hopefully. I am sorry that I missed this meeting. I'm in an AOTC raid for the last chance to get the title. Or whatever.
No worry.
Just a last ditch effort. I am trans. My pronouns are she, her. My voice is probably masculine as hell right now. And actually, it's probably lower now. But I'm in a bad living situation, so my voice will always be deep and manly. Okay.
It's all good,
Oh,
girl.
welcome in.
Very
you.
glad to have you.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Yes.
Go get
Also,
that sheet.
Also, I don't know what y'all want in a future raid roster, but I do have a Death Knight that I leveled up and is at 380 right now, which won't matter tomorrow.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to Morio and Moku specifically about that. But DKs are never never bad to have more
What's a
DK. We love
DK?
those. We love DKs.
Yeah, we've had a
Never seen one.
A need for a DK since Sanctum of Domination, and we've had like bright shining glimpses of them for a few moments, but
well,
alas.
shit.
I was gonna say Pole Bear feels like chopped liver right now.
Well,
I
I mean
will
that's what I'm
definitely do it.
saying. Like, listen, you can never have enough.
You know what's better? Yeah, you
DKs.
know what's better than one DK? Two DKs.
Two, because yeah, like listen, I will never forget how desperately we needed a DK on was it Soul Render?
Oh,
Yes.
don't remind me.
Yes.
I will forever hear Shiro chanting 1, 4, 3, 2. Oh, mechanics, gotta love them. But yeah, no,
Jailer.
DKs are great. Definitely talk to Mo and Morio on anything related to raid. Good luck in your AOTC run. I hope you smash her. And
No.
welcome.
Yeah, and if you want to watch back, we will have this uploaded on the Resonant YouTube, and Chip will post it when
Yeah,
yeah.
as soon as we're done, I'll
Chip will
start
post
working
it.
on it. And I'll make
have a-
chapters
I
and
will-
everything to make it easy.
Yeah,
to
he'll even
navigate.
put chapters like that.
I would
he said.
definitely watch it just so I can catch up.
have
I
a-
know my friends, Pip. I don't know what name he goes by on this one.
I
and
believe Pip.
Marina.
Pip. Yeah, I believe they go by Pip as well in here.
Okay. And then my other friend, Mirna, which I'm not sure what name they go by either. They joined before me, and then they told me about y'all, and that's the reason why I'm here.
Sweet.
Plus, I love the fact y'all are LGBTQ. Plus.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
100% love friends, inviting friends. It's really a testament that people want to recommend the community to people they care about. That's kind of how we were formed, and that's what we try to provide. So that's 110% great to hear.
Yeah, it makes me
That
very
being
happy.
said, if y'all have friends that don't play WoW and still want to join just to hang out with people who aren't buttheads, like you're welcome to do that. Once you're a villager, like even when you're not, like feel free to invite people that you think would find comfort or like a good vibe here. We do have lots of games we do play other than WoW together. Regardless of
Diablo.
yeah, exactly. Like regardless of what's going on in game, a lot of us still do a lot of tabletop stuff together, and whether it's geeking out about Demon Slayer or Oat Milk, we're down to vibe.
Shadow
So,
Council fucking ninjas.
yeah, exactly. So,
Or how scary it is to light a pilot light.
Oh my god.
Exactly. These are the quality types of conversations you can expect here at Resonant. This ends my low budget commercial. Have I sold you?
Da, 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 da.
I have a question though specifically about raid. Do we have like a would it be possible to get like a screenshot or something of like raid composition, like confirmed roles and stuff like that in classes? Because like personally, I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to play like feral or balance.
Yeah, that could definitely be something that Morio. You're still here, right? Cool. So
I
I'll
can
let you
post a
tackle.
picture of our current roster right now in chat somewhere or send it to you.
Yeah.
Maybe raid chat? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see it too. I think everybody.
Hit me with that combat footage.
Everyone's ready to swap roles or specs
Yes.
right at this very moment.
Yes.
Everyone's like, well, now
Actually,
I'm not healing.
I
Now
will
I'm going to be
gladly
Shadow.
do it. I like playing like every class, so you just tell me if you want something. I will do it in a heartbeat.
I mean, the reason I asked is because I was thinking we were talking about death knights and classes and stuff, and I was thinking, well, we were also missing a monk, and then I remembered Lycan is here now.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
I'm also a monk.
Hi, Lincoln.
You're also a
Wow.
monk too. What spec do you play?
I heal and do DPS.
Oh, wonderful.
For
Yeah, 'cause we're-
raiding, probably looking to DPS because I don't
That's good.
particularly like
Perfect.
Mist
Yeah,
for.
Yeah.
We need to win. We need to
Me
win.
either. Miss sucks in raid.
I was thinking about filling that gap because I also like to play DPS monk, and we were last year we had like a monk shortage for a good period of time. I believe Punch switched to the DK for the DK need, if I recall correctly. And then
Yep.
Lycan came back.
But yeah, I'm interested. The whole reason I'm here is it's hard to get a hold of anybody involved with the raid outside of like a meeting time.
Yeah. If you ever have any I mean, I also just got here. I don't know what's already been discussed, but feel free to shoot Morio or Mo.
Yeah,
or honestly, any council can direct you towards
DMs.
answers.
You should see the names on the side on the right. You can see on the council and click on the names and just DM them.
But
I
yeah,
think the other thing, like specifically for Mo, doesn't Mo work like an unconventional work schedule too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mo is a bartender and also currently studying as well. So between school and work, sometimes it could be a little challenging to get a hold of him. That as we get closer to the raid tier, I mean, he's been taking a little bit of a much needed break between patch cycles, and who could honestly blame that, right?
Yeah, well, I kind of did the same, so I wasn't in a super
Yeah.
big hurry or anything. But
Yeah, for
it's why I'm
sure.
here and trying to get a hold of.
Well, I'm
those
glad
people.
that you came. It's a really good way to find out information. And yeah, we'll always point you towards Morio and Mo for anything on the raid side. Good thing Morio's here right now. So, if you have any questions, definitely I'd say reach out to him, as well directly. And did anyone else have any general questions or anything like that?
Well,
I got one more thing to say.
Okay.
If you need a certain class, certain role, let me know. I could transfer a character. I have a lot more 70s on other servers. Like I have a warlock, I have warrior, druid, yada yada.
So we are very, very firm on one thing in Resident regarding rating, and that
Play what
is
you
that
wanna
we
play.
want, 100%.
Yep.
We want people to play what they're going to enjoy, what they're going to have fun playing. And at the end of the day, we can always recruit if we have a need, but we want people to show up and have a good time. So we've had such a wonderful roster of people who are willing to flex and able to flex when needed. To where, like, of course, yes, we want to recruit and get people in here. But there's been so many opportunities for people to fill roles and try different things out that, we've been really lucky in that regard. So thank you for offering. It's really sweet.
Okay. I'm just a little crazy like that.
I mean, I've got quite a few alts myself, but you'll probably only ever see me in raid on my main. I learned the hard way. I don't like mage and raid, and we have so many healers that will never need me.
I also went a little crazy with alts at the end of Shadowlands.
That doesn't sound like you at all, Scott.
No, not at all. At the end of Shadowlands, I finished leveling up all the characters that hadn't hit max level yet, and I only had like 5 more classes to finish off. and I had a couple duplicates.
Wow.
Because I had some on Alliance and some on Horde.
Believe it or not, this priest was created during Shadowlands, and I stopped playing because I created it to join I guess a streamer guild, and they didn't want a healer for some reason, so I just stopped playing. And I brought it over to this server because of my friends, and decided to level it up. And Garrett, oddly enough.
Yeah, I feel you on that too. I've got, I mean, I didn't have the money for server transfers, but I have 2 warriors, and one of them was the character I made when I first got back. But now I'm just chit chatting. I gotta go make tea, so I'm gonna head out. Before I go, Niski, Susie, Morio's here now, so if either of you want to see if Morio can chat with you about some of those questions you had about raid, now's a great time since you're all here already.
Yep, that was my plan.
I have one thing to add real quick. Right after this, we're going to be doing our death roll. So if you want to stick around and join the death roll when we're all done,
Yes.
we'll be doing
I
that.
need that money.
Right on. Peace,
I'm
everybody.
logging in right now.
Bye.
Take care.
What's a death roll?
Oh, Dan.
It's something that
It's where you
people-
die and give me money.
It's something that people win, Dan. I don't know if you've experienced that before.
In game,
Oh!
in game.
Wow.
This is recorded for the internet.
Okay, wait.
Also,
Are we
one
finished?
quick
Should I-
thing.
Okay.
Did anyone have any last questions? I thought I heard someone say that they had a question, and then we went on a tangent.
Go
Did
ahead,
we miss
Miss
somebody?
Yeah, they're definitely.
Was it one of our newer friends? that had a
No, it
question?
was me, and I ended up getting to say what I was going to say.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, my
I just
brain has
waited
the
my turn.
attention span of like literally a cup of water in your hands with no cup, just flowing through the fingers. So, thanks.
That's a mood.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming and vibing. Yeah, Resident Death Roll. Chip, take it away.
All right, I'm going to stop our recording and then